Hello everyone, Ryan here for iOS Mars. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick introduction and, getting started with Gadget by KORG. Now if you guys are like me, then every time you hear Gadget you're probably thinking this. Yeah, that was from Doctor Who, Waters of Mars episode. Maybe it's just me. Is it just me? It's just me. Okay, I'm the only one thinking Gadget Gadget every time I see this app. But anyways, let's get started on this. What I'm going to do today to just show you the app and everything, I'm just going to start a fresh project right from scratch here. I really like this little random name generator. I probably never ever use any of them, but it's neat. It's better than just having new project all grayed out that you write your own name in. So if you need a name really quick, boom, it's done. Noble Circle. All right, so as you can see, it's popped up our list of synthesizers, drums, bass, basically all synthesizers. I'll start off by mentioning that it's going to depend a lot on what kind of music you want to make to how much you're going to like this app. I can't really picture anybody not liking the app, but getting into the app and everything as like a rock musician like myself, we can't record audio directly into the app. We can't. There's no effects on the mixing channels, post effects or anything. All the effects are part of each individual synthesizer. Which if you're doing dance music or maybe dubstep or any kind of electronic music, ambient, that kind of thing, that you don't really need to record audio, you're going to have an awesome time with this app. You can do everything within the app, and it's really easy, and it's really cool the way it's set up, which we'll get into in a minute here. One thing I'll mention is I have bought there's two in-app purchases in this app. One is I'm not sure how to say it, but Bilbao and Abu Dhabi, wherever that one is. There it is there. It's a loop slicer. I'm not going to show you either of those today. Perhaps I'll come back with another, an in-app purchase type one. And then on top of that, if you've purchased IM1 also from KORG, it plugs directly in here. Really, really cool that it does that. As well as Module. If you own Module also will plug directly into the app. So there's a piano from Module. You can see right if your list isn't the grid and it's the list, you can see which ones are Module. Any of the ones that say drums, poly, lead, that kind of thing are actually part of Gadget itself, and Module and M1 obviously you're going to have to import in to the app. But once you've imported them in, it's really cool how they work. It works more like audio units or VST if you're used to making music on the computer, where we can take the IM1 and we can insert multiple instances of it into this app and have different presets going at the same time. So really, really cool, especially with the Module. I really like that, so I can have 2-3 different pianos from just the piano app here, or the piano section of Module, which comes up as its own little synthesizer inside Gadget here. I'm not quite sure. It threw me off when I first installed them. I was like, well, where are they? Because I didn't see Module. I just expected to see Module on the side just as one thing. But what they've done is separate them into, I think 4 or 5 different sections here. So, we'll go back to the top here. So we got like our synthesizer, which includes our strings and all kinds of stuff like that. We got obviously the piano, which is just a piano. We got the vintage organ. We have the electric keyboard. We also have, I believe there's one more. Yes, the vintage electric piano. So anyways, I'll just start this off. I'm going to get started on this. I might have to skip a little bit of me making, the piano roll and everything. But alright, now that I've got that selected, we can see that it's inserted a fresh channel here with our selected piano in it. So if I click that, I can get in there and try it out. Here, let me plug in some sounds so you guys can hear this. Can't really hear it anyways, but alrighty. I'm going to turn the scale off there just so I have, you know, a more complete keyboard. That's one thing it does too that's really neat. So if you have a scale selected inside your synthesizer app, it will actually change the piano roll so that only the selected keys for your scale are visible on the piano roll. You know, for myself, I like to do all notes. I like to have all notes present. But you know, if you're going to do a song in C, why not? Why not use a C scale and not have the option to play a wrong note? It's really cool. So anyways, we can go through and create our song entirely in the piano roll, or you can actually play it on the synthesizer, or you know, via like on the screen keyboard. You can play it and record, or you can hook up a MIDI controller, which I'm actually not going to do today, but is something I do quite often. But anyways, I'm just going to get started and make a little song here, and I'll show you guys how everything works. I'm actually going to, like, there's a little plus sign here. You click it, you can add some more bars. If you want to, you know, change it a little bit quicker and easier, always use this function key down here in the corner. The function key is your friend. You know, it's going to give you all the options on changing everything, what your MIDI CC assignments are. Really, really cool. So as you can see, everything's right there. Actually, I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see. There we go. You can see it. So anyways, I'll get started on this. Really, really nice, you know, piano roll editor. The way that it works, you only have really two functions: draw and select. Pretty obvious what they do. So easy to add notes. You just tap to add a note, tap again to get rid of it. You want to stretch it out just like that. You know, after it's placed, you hold it long pressed to start moving it around. Kind of neat. So anyways, let's listen to what I got created here. Alrighty. So just a little easy, simple piano riff. So now I'm going to go back to our main view here, and I'm going to add in some drums. I will use the London drum machine just for today. In the future, and probably for myself, I'm always going to be using the in-app purchase one, but I'm not going to show you that app today. It's a little bit more advanced. So I'll just load up the London one here. And as you can see, we have our piano roll here. It's lined up with our piano. And then we have the piano roll for the drums, which is lined up with the drums on our main view here, which is really neat. Like I've always used apps like you know, Sonar and Logic Pro and everything that use, you know, the one entire piano roll that spans the length of the entire song for each track as it goes down Now what KORG's done here is a little bit different, and when I first saw it, I was like, "What the heck? How does that work?" But now that I've played around with it a bit, it's really excellent. I really like how this works. Really cool. So, anyways, back into my piano roll, and you know, one of the things I like best about how this works is that it puts the name of the drum sound right in the piano roll here, so you can easily see what you're doing. It's not so blind like creating drums with other piano rolls in different apps or on PC, where it's just the keys and you have to remember, okay, C1 is my bass drum, and then C3 is my, you know, snare or whatever, and you have to remember. This one's really nice because it doesn't do that. It has the names right in here. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to click my function. I'm going to take this down just to 2 bars. I'll just do 2 bars because it's really neat how it does this. So I'll show you. Alrighty. Alright, let's give this a little listen to here. I'm going to want to change that just slightly. There we go. So now, as you can see, it's taking the full 4 bars to play our first track, which was 4 bars, but it's going to automatically loop our second track, which is only 2 bars, to match up with our 4-bar track, which is really cool. I really like how this works. So neat, you know, that we can do that, and it's not in the linear fashion like we're used to, or I'm used to, where I'd have to copy and paste the drum track over and over to match up with the piano track. So now we got it, and it's just, you know, it's just cooking along. Awesome. So yeah, nothing we have to worry about that. And then if we want to start a new part, what we're going to do is click this little plus sign here to open a new track. I'm not going to actually do that yet. I'm going to add a little bit more instruments into the song here before I do that, and then I'll get started on that. So let's see what else we want to add in here. Let's add a little string section into this. That would be this one. All right. All right. So we got our little strings here. I'm just going to leave it on the default one. You know, it's really cool if you're playing this piano roll style here. I'll show you really quickly. But if we're playing this, we can actually go ahead and change the preset as we're listening. Really cool that you can do that. So I'm gonna add a little strings in here. I'll actually stop the playing for a second. By the way, it will always go on loop when you're editing. It was throwing me off. I was trying to make a song and get it to play all the way through, but I kept nitpicking and editing during the song, and I was like, how come the looper keeps coming on? I don't understand. Well, that's what it is. As soon as you edit, the loop comes on just so that you can continue to work on whatever you're working on without it changing to the next part. It's really cool that it does that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of accompaniment for the piano. So I'll just have some strings playing the exact same notes in the background as the piano is playing. Well, actually, I'm going to have them play fifths or sevenths, fifths. Anyhow. All right, let's give it a listen. Start from the beginning. Just going to pan this a little bit. Right on. So there we go. We got a little bit of a song going on now. It kind of sounds like Brown Eyed Girl, but that's okay. same notes. But anyways, yeah. I'm going to add a little second piano in here, and we'll change up the preset from the other piano. So let's try Soft Ivory Grand. All right. So let's go ahead and mess around with this one a little bit. This one might take me a little bit longer. I'm going to actually do something a little bit different, so bear with me. It's actually really easy to create a quick pattern in this app. I really like it for that. You know, being, as I said earlier, being a rock musician and not having the ability to, you know, even add a separate, inner app audio app into this app and use it in the app, which would be really nice. Yeah, you can't do that here. And you know, not being able to record audio, I can't sing over top of what I've done. I'm pretty much, for me, going to be using this app as more of an instrument rather than, you know, if you're doing dance music or anything else, you can create your entire song within the app and have it sound really excellent. And you know, but for myself, I'm going to have to pretty much export into something else, Cubasis or whatnot, and do add all my audio in there, my lyrics and guitar or whatever I want. Anyways, alright, just about done. Really nice how easy that is. Now, let's say you wanted to just maybe just change part of the, you know, I haven't really got into like our velocities or anything, but if we're going to do our velocities or any kind of our MIDI CCs right within here, it's really cool. You can just do it right here. Select one of these. It's pretty obvious what they do once you get into them. I'm not actually going to mess with them too much. I'll mess with velocity a little bit. But as you can see, we got, you know, our velocity for each note is displayed here as a little, you know, velocity tail type thing. So you can use it just like you do any other app. Drag them up and down and whatnot. So I'll do that really quickly. But one of the things that's kind of cool about this, like say, I'll grab the select tool here and say I only wanted to what the heck? Say I only wanted to grab just a couple of them. So I can just grab two. I can change the velocity or the key or delete or copy right here. Really, really cool how we can do that. Makes, making this piano roll editing in this app is just excellent. They've done such a good job of making it easy for the touch screen while not being too confusing. And yeah, I really, really like it. So let's give this a little listen here and see what I came up with. So excellent. We got like a start of a song here. So now what we can actually do, you can do this from the beginning, or I often like to get my entire riff and everything all together and then separate it all afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do here today. So I'm going to click this function button again, and I am going to duplicate this entire thing, and I'm going to duplicate it again. I'll turn my function off. And now what I'm going to do, well actually I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to clear, and I will clear this one and clear this one. And now what we can do is actually, you can see the timing here, and the times is how we're going to actually set up our song to be played. So what I'm going to actually do, I'll click this, and you can see the time signature pops up here, as well as the number of repeats. So I'm actually going to do only one repeat on this first one. On the second one here, I'm going to do one repeat. And then on the third one, I'm going to do 4 repeats. Alrighty. So now we can listen to it, evolve a little bit, right? So now, once it's done playing this, it's going to skip in, start playing the drums. And it's going to add the rest of the song in. Alright, so there we go. That's pretty much enough to get you guys started on, making your own songs with this app. And, obviously, if you guys are into dance music, you're going to have a fantastic time, because it is just awesome for making, quick dance music. And a lot of these synthesizers, which obviously I didn't show you, I kind of focused a lot on the module because I really like the module. But all these other synthesizers that we have in here are really, really excellent. You can get some awesome sounds out of them, no matter what kind of music you're into. I found some of them do sound kind of outdated, but with some tweaking and messing around, not just using presets, creating your own settings and everything, you can actually, just like any other real synthesizer or anything, you can come up with some excellent sounds to suit your project. I'm positive of it. But yeah, I think probably all in all, that's all I wanted to show you guys today. Yeah, I hope you guys, if you don't have Gadget, I know it's a little bit more expensive than the other apps. It's coming in around like $50 Canadian. I'm assuming that's about $40 American. I'm not sure what it is in Great Britain, but you guys know where you are, and you can look it up on the store yourself and find out the pricing for yourself. But yeah, excellent app. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Just playing around. The piano roll, phenomenal. Like, I love the way it works. I love the whole way the scene is set up here. That's very different from what I'm used to, but getting into it is so much better. And I wish more apps would do this kind of thing. Ones that let me record audio as well. I do know that you can import your own samples into this app to use in the in-app purchase drum machine and the slicer and everything. So you can actually bring your own stuff into the app and use it as well, which is going to be really cool for, pretty much anyone. You're probably going to have a good time with that. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say today. Definitely, if you do not have this app, totally recommend picking it up. And yeah, all right. For the outro featured song, I'm going to play Living Without You by Emily Needs. I've gotten into Emily Needs just in the last couple days here. Really liking it. Nothing to do with KORG Gadget. This one, as far as I know, maybe they used it. I'm unsure. I could always ask. But yeah, I really like this song. So here's your featured outro song. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Take flight, baby. Let your wings carry you. If you leave right now, there's something you can do. Take my soul with you so I don't have to know. If it hurts like hell, living without you, there's no way I can tell anymore. If it hurts like hell, living without you, there's no way I can tell anymore. I won't find the answers in the bottom of this bottle of wine. Thoughts pale in significance, don't know what's yours or mine. Take flight, baby, don't look down. Don't look at this fool drowning in a pool of tears of a cloud anymore. Don't look at this fool drowning in a pool of tears of a cloud. Listen to me, baby, when I say it's your time. Yes, I want you here forever, but the reasons are just mine. Yes, I could be selfish, I could beg on bended knees, but there's no way I do that, so I'm begging, baby, please spread your wings all through the sky. Don't regret this moment, I will let you